My name is Abu Michael Danjuma. I'm a Nigerian. Welcome to Emirate TV. Today we are going to talk about the Nigerian dream. Is it real or an illusion? Well, I'm looking forward to one day wake up and see a Nigeria where you don't have to depend on generator to run your house. I'm looking forward to one day where a maker from the east doesn't have to be go to west so that I can be able to survive and succeed in life. I'm looking forward to a Nigeria where we don't have to beg the government for good roads, affordable schools, good healthcare facilities, and the rest. I'm looking forward to a Nigeria where everything works, where our politicians, when they feel ill, they go to the same hospital like the farmer in your backyard. I'm looking forward to a Nigeria where everyone have access to good facilities and amenity like the rich. I'm looking forward to a Nigeria that works. And with me today to discuss this very exciting and important topic is
Yes, my name is Austin Oyibode.
and so this evening I'm going to be asking them what their Nigerian dream is. So this is our country, Nigeria, and it's a beautiful country filled with beautiful people, beautiful faces, great talent all over different industry, from sports to music, all around. When you mention Nigeria, you mention excellence. We represent any part of the world. We are anywhere we are, we dominate. We are killing it in sports, we are killing it in tech, we are killing it in politics, we are killing it in medicine. That is our Nigeria. This is our Nigeria. I would like to know what your Nigeria dream is like.
Yes, all of us are Nigerians. I'm a Nigerian. Even though there's some person that will rise up from somewhere, they say no, they are not Nigerian because of one reason or the other. I am a proud Nigerian and I'm proudly Nigerian. For me, we are looking for a Nigeria where everybody will be happy. Taking a cue from what our moderator said, now he's looking for a dream. He mentioned a maker. That a maker from the southeast will not begin to beg somebody from the west before he could eat. Me also, I'm looking for a time where where Odubisi or Okeke from the southeast will travel to north, Fulani land, Hausa land. He will not have fear of anything. I'm looking for a Nigeria where somebody from the Yoruba land, from Ondo, Ekiti, Akure, will travel to Meduguri. He will have no fear of Boko Haram. He will have no fear of bandits in Nasarawa State. I'm looking for a Nigeria where somebody in Delta States will not be talking of send Fulani men from here to back to their country because of the happenings around the place. Nigeria is a great country loaded with talents and a lot of possibilities. Like what my mom did also say, Nigerians are well talented all over the world. If you go to the Western world, especially the United States of America, most of the doctors there doing great are Nigerians. A lot of inventions being done in the medical sciences, they are Nigerians. They are running away from this country. That is not the dream of Nigeria. We are looking for Nigeria where there will not be a blink, a fallout of power. I remember somebody said one day, Nigerians living in the United States, they came to visit Nigeria with their children. And because of the power situation in the country, the power went off from where they were. And now we understand that the little boy told the mommy, Mommy, I am blind, I am blind, I am blind, I am blind. I cannot see road. Why? Because over there where they were, there is no day power phase. But when the child discovered that everything was darkness, to him, he was blind. Because that was what you can say as far as it was. Because where he came from, there was nothing like that. Or there is nothing like that happens there. So we're looking for a Nigeria where power will run 24/7. Where businesses will try without people looking for solar power or looking for generator. We need to drop generator in Nigeria and run the power system without looking for generator. We're looking for a Nigeria where health care will be affordable by everybody in the country. When somebody has a little illness, you will not be looking for flying to US, flying to which country, whereas people there do not come to Nigeria for any reason. We're looking for a Nigeria where everybody will be happy.
All right, thank you very much. There's so much to say about what we want from our Nigeria. I'm a young boy, I'm a young man, rather. I have a lot of dream about Nigeria. What's your Nigerian dream?
Nigeria a country blessed with natural resources. Nigeria a country blessed with gold, blessed with oil, is blessed with so many natural resources. But the rich politicians, people who are in power, take advantage of these natural resources, and poor are getting poorer every day in our Nigeria. Why the rich are getting richer every day? The rich are introducing the system, they flow in the system, then they bring their children to inherit that system of wealth, while the poor are getting poorer every day. The man who is up there does not want to come down, and immediately he's living there, he will put his son there, he will put his daughter there, just because of, let me use the word greed. That is the state of Nigeria presently. But me personally, I'm looking for a Nigeria that is free for everybody. A Nigeria where opportunities are bound for everybody. You are rich, you are coming from a rich family, a rich background, you have the same opportunity with the one who is coming from the poor. You have opportunity. Everybody has the same opportunity. That is the Nigeria we are looking for. Nigeria where the students who are studying medicine, who are studying law, who are studying medicine, they have opportunity to practice in their own country, and they have joy. There is joy, there is this happiness in them that they are practicing in their own country. Not this present Nigeria we have where students they are studying maybe medicine or related courses, and before you know it, after graduating, they are looking for a way out. They want to go out of the country. Why? Because there is poverty. Why? Because there is no enough money to take care of maybe their needs, and that is why we are having it like it's as if everything is down, everything nothing is working for them.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank
So,
you,
sir,
thank you.
this our Nigerian dream. It's not something that have not happened before. You know, over the past few months, I've been scouting through the net, and I found out that there was a time where people from other African countries dream of coming to Nigeria.
Yes.
So, when it comes to that education, what do you think that we can do right again? What's that thing that you feel that we can make to bring up our dreams, bring our dreams to reality, so that it not just be a mere history or an illusion, but it will be a fact that we can see? So what do you think that the government can do to bring that Nigeria we once have, that Nigeria where our naira was good, not the one that $1 is fighting against 1,600? What do you think that we can do to bring back that Nigeria?
No, you know what, we had a session like this some time back where I told us that in the early years of independence, one time Nigerian president said that the problem of Nigeria is not money, but Nigeria the problem is that it's not money, but what to do with the money. That means there was money in Nigeria in the early years of independence, but as we progress from one president to the other, from one administration to the other, corruption began to set in, and Nigeria began to change. I remember I told us some time back that in those days when Nigerian graduates finish their school, their NYSC or whatsoever, they don't begin to carry files from place to place. Jobs were there for them to work. Jobs were waiting for them. But now, graduates are just graduating from school, you are on your own, like what Grandma guy will say, or your OYO, on your own, meaning you have to start thinking for yourself what you will do. Now, with the stage we are now, everybody is like, even though you go to school, you are still on your own. If you are not creative enough as a graduate, irrespective of the course you study, if you are not creative enough, that is one. Apart from that, if you don't have somebody on top that can push you, you may not get any job that can sustain your life. And even in not talk of taking care of people waiting for you, believing that they've got a graduate who can help them. Then what should Nigerian government do? What should they do to the schools? What should they do themselves? One, corruption must be dealt with. Zero, it has to be dealt with. Yes, there is high level of insincerity among those taking decisions for us. At the higher level, people taking decisions for more than 200 million Nigerians, they are very few. Not up to 100 people. Not up to 100 people taking decisions for 200 and something millions of Nigerians. All of them are comfortable, they are happy. Most of them don't travel along the highway. They travel on air. So they don't know what happens along the road. The Boko Haram, the kidnapping, the banditry we talk about, to them, it's an illusion because they are not seeing it. They hear it, they read about it, they don't see it. So most of them have a lot of things for them. So what do? We must change our orientation. Those in leadership must change their orientation. They must look at the poor masses over there and put them in their shoe. Some people around us in the village, even in the city where we live, they cannot eat 3 square meals a day. Some they can only manage to eat one. After that, that is the end of the next day. They don't even know where they will get the second meal to eat. So our orientation must change. Corruption must be dealt with. Very importantly, money should be appropriated for important things. Imagine government will stand up to cut grass. Let's in this environment to cut grasses that we and you can stand up and cut. If you want to pay us, maybe pay us 5,000 or 10,000. Somebody will spend 15 million to cut grass. Just grass 15 million to cut grasses. What is the meaning of that? That is not fair. So we must change our corruption must be dealt with. And then our education system, to help graduates, we need to move away from theoretical courses and move to more practical and entrepreneurship. That means when you graduate, you can easily fashion out a job for yourself than waiting for employment for which is not, even though it's there, the crowd is much. Imagine a vacancy of maybe say 5,000 vacancy or so. You have 100,000 people applying for it. Who will get that job?
Thousands of persons.
So we must change a lot of things.
Honestly. Wow. For me, it's been a lot of discussion. Sometimes I stay and look and I wonder if we can have a Nigeria where the governor will be proud to walk on the street without security.
It's possible.
You understand?
It's possible.
A country where the governor will be proud that he doesn't need security to pass the street, to travel the highway, and walk freely because he's transparent and he has done his full work. He's making use of the taxpayer money to develop the streets, to build the hospitals, to build the schools and everywhere, and giving the people comfortable life that they can afford, giving them that Nigerian dream. That Nigerian dream that we all anticipate for, that dream that we all want. A place where people are proud to be Nigerian, because most people, we are Nigerians, but we are not Nigerians.
Their spirit is not
The
there.
spirit
Their
is-
spirit is not there. Their spirit is
understand?
outside.
Yes.
That's why they are talking about Japa. Everybody wants to Japa.
Everybody
And
is Japa.
Exactly.
because that is to them. That's where they have the
Because
dream.
you know,
to be
you know,
actualized.
to be honest, I feel bad sometimes where someone will sell his property after hard labor in high institution for years, has labored, gathers his money together, put up everything, and after so much hustling and everything, he gathered the money together, book a flight, go to another man's land
Country.
to go and wash plates, to go and clean toilets. No, I'm not undermining the job they do, but you can imagine the modern slave trade that people are engaging in. Why? Because we
Yes,
have bad leaders.
to them, that one is better than being
Because of the
living
currency,
in the country.
because of the currency,
currency.
and the ways of like the
The
livelihood.
pay he will get from that one will be higher than that of a senior civil servant in Nigeria.
So we can do better.
level 15.
We can do better.
Civil servant.
How I love this talk to go on, but we are just far above the time and we have to cut it now. I remain Abu Michael Danjuma. I'm your host on Emirate TV. Keep watching, keep learning, keep sharing, and keep contributing. See you next time. Peace out.